Yes, it's Good Friday. 29th day, March 2024. Fruit punch. That's right. Rockstar. Who the hell are you? Well, we're feeling wonderful, sexy, and gorgeous. That's how we feel today. We feel on the day off. I could have went in and made some extra gab, but I'm like, you know something? I'm just going to hang out in the outskirts, and went and had some breakfast and drove around for this non-monetized channel. And did some, it'll be up tomorrow. Got some stuff going on with that, so drove around. Anyways, we're going to share it on Twitter. I still call it Twatter. I know it's the X marks the spot. But anyways, how the hell are you? I'm feeling just so wonderful and so gorgeous and so outstanding. You're commercial, music-free, sponsor-free. I don't ask for any kind of get whatsoever, which, you know, it's nonstop on here on YouTube, you know, sponsor me this. And there's one guy on here that's, you know, a couple guys have been talking about this Baltimore bridge collapse. So really good, but, you know, you do it because you like it. You're a maritime guy. I get it. And, you know, I work for a living. I've been doing YouTube and podcasting for a long time. I do because I like it. I work for a living. If, you know, it's not like the old days of the kid behind the camera and other such people where the money was there. Not anymore. But anyways, let's go over here. Some music going on over there. Auto library. It's just a beautiful day to be alive as far as I'm concerned. It's always great to be alive. Let's start this one. Oh, it's Good Friday. There's fish galore for the Catholics the last couple weeks. We're here in the great state of Minnesota, the poor side of Minnetonka. I did some driving around on the farther west side through some of the nicer homes and whatever else in the GoPro 10. Tomorrow we're going to the auto show. We're going to go to the auto show. So I got my ticket at one of the gas for $11, saved $5. Those will come up much later on the other channel. We've gotten some really strange downloads on that. Over 1,000 views on the one that was in Mobile, Alabama. Heavy equipment. It's like, I don't know what the hell is it. Let me see real quick here. It was like up in there. It was like unbelievable. Like it's monetized. I don't get anything wrong. It's just amazing. I'm just kind of pointing out that you can do stuff for your channel and you can just put up dumb stuff and you never know it's getting pushed out. I did a couple of Jeff Dubay will talk about the Exploring the Farmhouse is 97. The old heavy equipment in Mobile, Alabama is 1,000. I'll take it. It's unbelievable. So, you know, it's kind of weird, you know, but it just gets pushed out and it's a non-monetized. But I think when it makes 100, I think that's when they start monetized. It's because it's getting pushed out on both channels. Train Spot is at Mobile is at over 100. So it's kind of fun to look at some of this stuff that just gets up there. It's just strange, but that was I wanted to prove that, you know, you can grow your channel if you want to leave, you know, Exploring Nelson, Nevada Ghost Town. That's monetized too as well. A little preview on there too as well. And another one, fail spawn in Sydney, Ohio, is 321. It's kind of funny, but a couple have gotten up there, and it just shows if you do put the right things and go and have some fun, you never know. I mean, it gets pushed out, and then if they push it out, they're gonna get the gear, right? But anyways, it's Good Friday. My mother always say he is risen. She was very religious when it came to that kind of behavior. I could have went in, like I said, made some gear. Well, the old job called me in. The new job didn't need me this weekend, so I'm kind of double dipping. I said, sure. How can we make some gear? Quick $500. But sooner or later they get cut off unless they want to guarantee my job back. But we'll see what happens. But money's money, gur is gur, right? My back is getting a little better. It's been a little sore. But yeah, here we are on Fearmongering Radio. Look out, there's snow in the backyard. You'll see the videos coming out every other day, all the way up to I think the 11th. I have every other day the driving videos. Some are 11 minutes on the GoPro 10. Got the microphone, just driving along, showing stuff. So having the time of my life. So having fun. So. Oh my goodness! The Baltimore bridge collapsed. People are crawling over bodies. People, got killed, and it's good. I think they're going to hustle that up real quick. It's too much. The easiest, in my mind, is getting the bridge off the top of the boat, and then the ship and pulling it off. That's the easiest part. The other part is going to be getting the bridge on the water. Anyways, there's a lot of military out there too as well. We appreciate people that come to the show. Safe travels on Fearmongering Radio and Cowpoke Podcast. Lately it's been Spotify. It's been pretty good. Spreaker. Just put $85 in my account. And just the other day, so they always put money in there once in a while. Somebody dropped $4,000 into my account, and I'm like, what? Within about 5 minutes I got an email, it has rescinded. And somebody wanted $3,000 from me about a week ago. I'm like, what the hell are you? So someone's messing with somebody else, but that's like, really? That was some nice money. I'm like, oh my goodness. In my I keep forgetting the hell when I call that thing, PayPal. Activate support club, start earning with subscriptions. No, it's not going to work. Who cares? Supporters club balance. You think they pay to be a sub, so not a big deal. But it's just kind of funny to see all this behavior. But sources, like I said, on about 50 the last 30 days. Spreaker, Shivani, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Generic, Smart Speaker, and iHeartRadio is getting some leg room. I mean, I don't do as much as I used to. I do a Cowpoke Podcast. United States, India, Czech, France, United Kingdom, Nepal, Canada, Argentina, Don't Cry For Me, the Krauts, Italy, Norway, Philippines, Poland, and Portugal all roll into fear, spread fear and cheer throughout the world. Virginia, Florida, Minnesota, Michigan. He shall not be named. In the Stalker in Rhode Island 10 times. Tennessee, in Oregon, Ogden, Eugene, let's say in Minnesota, let's see, Blaine and Apple Valley 1 time, Michigan, Battle Creek, Florida, Miami, Tennessee, Cleveland, and Virginia, Richmond once, and Glen Allen once. Of course, the Stalker in Rhode Island, he's back with his lover. He's back with him. Douche Dave 25 is back with the Stalker. He's playing it back. I can't understand anything he says. He's got no teeth. Still loves him dearly. They love each other. They're back, rekindling their lovely relationship. But it is what it is. He's a grown-ass man with no other friends and a loner. The 2 loners have gotten back together forever. But anyways, as we speak to in the download, I guarantee the Stalker and these buys of it's just the dumb docket, forgotten legal battle is about to rear its ugly head. And I remember when he walked over to that church with the upside down Bible, moron. The hunch. Never served. He never did ever lie, but he's just a draft dodger. Like, Bill Clinton, man, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Trump tells mind-boggling, nonsensical story about the New York Stock Exchange. Oh my God. called out. Anyways, remember the military men of the armed forces, men and women of the armed forces, they have balls and the size of basketball, ovaries the size of oak trees. We do appreciate you guys out there that do it well, and you storm those beaches we always talk about, right? You always storm those beaches, and 50,000 plus. It'd be kind of like everybody here in Minnetonka, man, we're just being gone here in this because of the Vietnam War, World War I, then II. They stormed the beaches, snapped the necks of the Krauts, freed the Jews, and Hitler cowardly took his own life. But we do appreciate you guys. Korea was for what? I have no idea. Don't know what it was for. I just don't know. I don't get it. I have no idea why, what, where, and how. Yeah, National Vietnam Day War. Got coming up. We'll retweet that bad boy. That's right. Military connection. We're following those guys. So we thank you all. The men went blue. Don't like cop, call a crackhead. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, and the Coast Guard, they're in on uniform. Thank you so much for your fine service to this great, great country. Appreciate all you guys do. I don't care what you're doing. Snapping the necks, or sweeping the floors, or typing up. It's all part of it. We do. God bless. God bless the working class that work every day and support you people on this video platform. 20 on, 4 off, even the stalker, living off the government, which usually everyone does on here. I mean, you're on. I mean, like I was telling somebody the other day that talked about live streaming. I said, live streaming now on YouTube is about 10 people at a time, like in a bar. I tried to explain to one guy. You're like in a bar talking, it's all it is. Yelling and hollering, it's all it is. It's just nonstop. But would you shower? Would you shower in that shower at Penn State? The Crowleys, as I said, should be hunted down, either deported or executed for what they went on down there in Texas. They should, as far as I'm concerned. We execute people with that behavior out there. It's not that tough. If you see something, you say something in your community. YouTube is not a community. It's like-minded. I don't want to hear drama community. That's such a stupid thing to say. It is not a community. It's like-minded hating, like-minded watching, like-minded hate watching, right? That's what it is. That's all there is to it. Community, my ass. I always love that. A community. No, it's not a community. It's like-minded people like on a message board. If it's for the Outlaws, George Sergadell Destroyers. I used to be on a KISS one a long time ago. I used to be on Bob Seger. I used to be on John Cougar and he's Hart, whatever. It's like-minded people. That's all there is to it. It's like on Facebook, these Facebook pages. It's like-minded people looking for more listens. Listen to me, I listen to you. It doesn't work that way. I'm not going to listen to 10, 15 different podcasts and give you a 5-star on Apple. It doesn't work that way. But anyways, appreciate working class. We do. Make good choices in your life. Yeah, your choices. How much money you have. I mean, if you're poor and you don't have a place to live, you are who you are by poor choices. A lot of people that are homeless that want to get a job but don't want them, that don't just want to live off the streets, don't really care. Too busy doing drugs. Jesse Ventura, I was a Navy SEAL. He's going to start selling geef, marijuana, like it or not, cannabis. How you want to put it? It's just like renaming women or man. It is what it is. When you're born, you're a boy or a girl, male or female, right? You can read whatever you want to do. So You make good choices in your life, and you'll be in good places. It's nice to work, have money, have good people. When you run with drug addicts and drug dealers and poor people, and you think this is a community and people on here and just worship Tina D, the ground she walks on? No. I told Dave, you watch, she'll be on the camera before I know it, because I go look at his channel all the time. It's slowly going downhill, so she'll be on later. That's why she's out and about. He'll bring her on. She'll go blonde. He'll do 3 or 4 shows with her and then leave and give her. So he'll give her, because to give her $1,000 is, hey, that's some money, but it's not a lot. I'll make that this weekend, not a problem. I can make that with my uncle. I can make $15,000 by simply working on a truck for a good week or more, or selling computers on eBay, which I do. So don't worry. Playing video games, anything else is not content. Talking on just sitting live and nonstop. But if you put this on, you won't have any children. You won't father children. That's all we're asking. Put a condom on. Birth controls are nice. When you prevent unwanted pregnancy, AIDS will kill you. Herpes will last forever. Having numerous children. Some people just have kids because it's like going to the bathroom, right? No big deal. Like taking a shit. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. It's like taking a crap, right? No big deal. AIDS and herpes is your problem. Gonorrhea and needle in the penis. When you have children and you live off the government, it becomes my problem, our problem, everyone's problem, because we refuse to be smart about your body. Abortion should not be birth control. Okay. Method, but please, just get yourself snipped or something. All water and no seeds, and you can spread AIDS like wildfire throughout all your friends and die with your ham sandwich. And when you're out drinking like a fish in downtown Hopkins, or I don't care if it's Manhattan, I don't care if it's Dallas, I don't care if it's Oregon, I don't care if it's Dallas, I don't care if it's Omaha. Doesn't matter. Des Moines, Iowa, Philadelphia, the city of Barley Shove, Baltimore, Maryland. You might go to Ocean City. We'll see what happens. Whatever you're doing, don't drink and drive. Or smoking geef. Call someone. Call me. Call Douche. Call his friend Stalker. They'll come get you in the car together, doing a video together. Call someone, murder someone. Please make the proper choice. Know the difference between mistakes and choices. That mistake is when all of a sudden you're SOL. That's all we're asking. Make good choices. Oh, but here we are. Like I said, happy Good Friday, everybody out. Easter, we're going to Easter lunch. I get off work like 1:15, 1:30. It's $18. We're looking at. I'm not afraid to spend money, but the scoreboard was like $35. We're gonna go to VFW and have it. I'm going to the car show tomorrow. And, do some videoing for that. Put it on the other channel. I like going there. It's always fun. Went to the motorcycle place. Put a couple of those by TikTok. They don't really go anywhere. Whatever. Douche as who I don't do. I do some shorts. Just so much I got going on. I don't know. I do short. I want to do a short. I do some up on TikTok. I used to do some for that I was begging for money. That I was a panhandler. Like people got pissed. I was getting over 5,000, and I was up to like 40,000, and they took it down because we get pissed when you get. They don't like success on any video platform. They don't like it. Like whatever. I mean, that's fine. I did put up some like 9-minute videos over there on TikTok, and anybody can go out and do what I'm doing this channel with my camera. And I drove around my car in the snow without the show. Winter one on driving. I did some walking around ones. I did Those will come up later on my other channel. It's kind of fun doing the snowstorm. Just kind of walked around my lake and did 6 videos and did a Winter Wonderland one. That's up to over 150. It's just amazing how it gets picked up. Just get a camera, put the microphone on there and start talking, man. You have to have a person that has a parasite and a longevity cockroach to be in the podcasting business. And you can have, I talk some drama once in a while. I've done that, but you also have to know how to speak without swearing. There's some people who just cannot either talk against or for Trump without swearing, especially the white boys. They just can't do it. They can't just have that conversation. They can't do it. They got to cuss, they got to swear. It's not that tough to be a podcaster. Spent $200 for a mixer. Not to get a good computer. Mixer I have right here, they're like $90. The headset's in front of $50. Where you go, and you're at it, man. I paid to play now. Before I had the contract for 10 years. No big deal. It was $216. It's not bad. It goes up on 20 different platforms. I don't do like I used to anymore. I used to do a lot of podcasting. I enjoy making videos. I also like being married. I like working for a living. It's just other things you got to be doing. I did some. I'm gonna do some more snorkeling. I'm gonna do some snorkeling. Is always fun to do. That's always fun to walk down there and snorkel and cruise around the lake. It's always fun to do that. But it's kind of fun to see how things are on this channel. Some are, because people do like heavy equipment and they do love rail fanning. It's a big thing. There's my one guy on the other channel I follow. He's put up some lately, and there's the other guy I follow from Arizona. From Atlanta. That's really good. But the one guy does a lot of rail. He actually goes out and looks at stuff. That's not easy. So it looks like the huge crane ready to clear a bridge from debris. Well, that's what they're doing right now. They got to get that thing out. That's the easiest thing in my mind. They're getting that done. But anyways, so yes, we always talk about fear-mongering. We always talk about conspiracy theories on you, right? And these dumbass white folk, as soon as there's a shooting or something, I will tell Sue Ellen, I said I can give it 2 hours. There'll be an alternative thing. Just like with Marjorie Taylor trying to say she was blaming the mail on the lost ballots, that Trump did nothing wrong by asking someone to find some votes. She's just trying to find some way, in her mind, it is not a lie, just as long as you believe it to be the truth, right? She continues to stand by him, hoping he's going to get That's the problem. Is it people that's, I told before, when Bill Hillary was running for with Donald J. Here he's calling again. He will call, and he will call, and he will call. Hello? You're on. Speak up. Again, see, I have mine. He won't come on. See, he's calling. He's calling, and he's calling. And he will call, and he will call. He always calls. But, Douche had mentioned something to me, too, about this behavior, about whatever, and, I guess his grandfather, his backup daddy was bitching about on his podcast, whatever. The power went out on the damn thing, and that's the bottom line. It went out on it. And there are men who are up there working, regardless if they're Latino, whoever the hell they are, went down with the relationship. One guy didn't know how to swim and got off. One guy got lucky. But thin places, thin penises. But see, he's in the back of him. You can hear him yelling and hollering. That's what he's doing. He doesn't want to go out and do his own podcast, But he was saying about some conspiracy theory, because Dave is a lot like Papa and other people that listen to these conspiracy nuts on YouTube. They don't read, travel, meet people. I saw the video. There's a couple guys on who did some really good videos. One guy is a maritime guy. He's a fireman. I listened to a few of his stuff. He's really, really good on explaining what went on. He showed the lights went out and they came back on. and that they didn't have it set up for security to hit something, whatever. But it's good. I was trying to explain this to Sue Ellen. I said it isn't like a car accident where it takes like a train would derail and they'll bury, like my dad would say, they bury a train. They can pretty much move it out of the way, get that stuff done within 24 hours and fix the track, get the damn engine off and be done with it. They did it out in Ohio, but there's a lot of stuff to go on here. And I'm not saying but it's common sense, because right now they're going to start. And one guy, he was telling me the government farmed out salvaging of 3 different things. I think it was salvaging of the bridge, getting that down, then salvaging the bridge, the water, and the boat. So there's 3 different companies that are going to take care of this. And one guy said, who in the hell is in charge? Meaning you have to have one voice for all 3. So when they come to somebody, let's say I'm the main geek, I'm the head of whoever out, whether you want to call it out there, the port. And I put a briefing out every time, and this is what they're doing this, because 3 people are going to be doing the salvaging, and they got to figure out how to cut the bridges up. They have welders up there in harnesses, trust me, cutting it off, and they'll put it on barges. How heavy is it stuff? They'll be able to pick the thing up, put it on a barge, and there's a recycling joint right in that harbor, so I'll be able to take it over there. They'll be able to recycle it. So it's going to be back and forth. In my mind, and I've never done it, I've watched Highway to Hell, and it's a really good show. I don't know if it's still on, but it's on Speed, and I've seen accidents, and I'm looking at my wife one day, and I go, the easiest thing in this one is a truck. And I said, the hardest thing is going to get the wood off. Exactly what he said. He goes, about 2 minutes, he goes, all right, the truck, the truck, it was easy to get off. He goes, now they're getting all the wood off, because they had to get the wood off. That was the hardest thing. It's I've never done it, but you can look at something and go, okay, what's the first thing we got to do? We have to get the ship out of the way. There's a lot of hazmat on. I've shipped hazmat, and they ship hazmat those things. They have to make sure it isn't leaking. The thing didn't get any massive fires on the damn thing. They get real lucky. And again, I'm a novice guy, and I watch all this stuff. He finally hung up, and I understand basic welding, getting pressure off, and what steel is. This building metal. This bridge took 3 years to build. I told her ours was, when it went down there, it was an easier bridge to build. They built that real quickly, and they did the same thing out there. We built that one in Pennsylvania, I think, that went down where that boat that started on fire somewhere. They built that in a heartbeat. But this is going to be a little more of a hassle. I mean, it's going to be not the structural problem of the bridge. It's the cause and effect. They ran out of power. He put down his anchor. The guy, the first thing they tried to control. Once you lose all rudder, it's like all of a sudden you're in a car, right? I know this is apples and oranges, they say, but you're in your car and all of a sudden you have no brakes, or all of a sudden you're on ice, right? And you start sliding, and you just are like falling, or you start falling off. So you see someone fall in front of you, and off of my ex-boss at the he's blind. Well, damn near all blind, and he fell off the back of the truck. And I'm like, he fell flat on his back. I got lucky. I was he couldn't reach out and get you guys. You have your child all of a sudden get hit by a car, and you see it happen. Nothing you can do about it. But the guy's trying to. They did mayday. The cops stopped all the traffic on there, and they try to get their guys up. There's guys in the water. There was when the bridge went down here in Minnesota. There was a guy underneath on a forklift. And that was just, he didn't have a chance in hell, just like the Horizon accident. Those poor bastards didn't have a damn well in chance. And speaking of that, the guy told me, when that Horizon happened, the guy told Barack Obama, I'm in charge. This is my baby. Some guy, whoever came in, and I'm controlling this whole thing. I'm taking care of all this stuff. He told that to Obama. I'm in charge. He was in charge of this behavior. He was taking care of everything. You have to have that. So to make this go smooth, and again, I'm not a mariner. I've been around. I've been getting things done on smaller scales. Is you have to, we did a big move, okay, and there was some confusion on certain things, but you got to work together to move stuff, right? Just like when you're at the airport and all hell breaks loose. I mean, there's a snowstorm that comes in or something. We have rain or something, and the flight line becomes backed up, and all of a sudden there's a problem. You have to be organized. I've moved to warehouse myself. When I was warehouse manager, I put a semi-full stuff I didn't use. When we were ready to move, I had racking up, and we were ready to go on Monday morning, pretty much. That's the way it works. So this is the easiest part of this. The easiest part is getting the bridge off the ship, and then pulling it off. That's the second. Then you're gonna have to try to hopefully find, because I guess there's very little. Blue pearl. There's very little. You can't see squat down there. You can't see anything under the water. So you're trying to find something. It's like kind of being on point in the Vietnam War, right? And you're just you're the greenhorn. You're walking along. You're the first bastard to take one in the head, right? Also, you might see something you don't know. Step on the landmine, and you're nothing but toast. You're going home in a body bag, as they say, right? What pisses me off about this whole behavior, and it could have been prevented, but the all of a sudden just whatever, the engine had a problem, whatever they do, and there's a lot of money. Here's the whole thing: there's a lot of people in that port in Baltimore, and they're not making $10 an hour. They're not making 20. These guys make 6-figure plus. They have house payments. They have car payments. They have tuition. Working class men and women in that port, regardless of their secretaries, their janitorial, their truck drivers, whatever. There's boats out at sea losing money. They're going to have to probably try to move along. That's why this has got to be hurry up and wait and get this done. And there will be all ball, because a lot of cars come in there. They can put some cars on their ports. I don't know my ports. It's the sixth highest port. It's the working class that's going to take it in the shorts. And it pisses me off is people like Dave or Fat Boy, anybody on here, these podcasters don't understand the basics of life. We'll repeat the conspiracy theories they hear. Like I think I lost myself when I was explaining 2016 when Bill Hillary was running. Alex Jones, who said that there was a hoax out there at Sandy Hook, which would be nice. It was. I've always said I wish the Holocaust was nothing but a movie. It'd be so nice. But that's what they call that gaslighting. I call it when I tell people when they bitch about the Holocaust and they claim, it's called gaslighting. I mean, I'm going to say something that's going to piss you off. If I know you at work and you did something a couple years ago, geez, I hope this doesn't happen again. You say it to the person to bring back the memory, right? Or someone in your family did something, and you go, I wonder where Uncle Jeff is, right? And, that oh my God, that name comes up, and oh my God, the person comes enraged. But he was gaslighting that, but he also said that under the pizza joint, some place where she was at or something, that there was a pedophile ring underneath. And some dumbass white boy, and I've been before, decides to get a AK-47 or something, or a rifle, and they see him in the parking lot running him around, thinking he's going to go help the white guy. If I'm the police, you snipe him, because he is clear and present danger. Just like that young kid in Florida during spring break, had a gun, a weapon. I would have dropped him. He's running towards the water with it, trying to run away. Might have dropped that kid, man. You want to act like an adult, he gets dropped. That's all there is to it. You have to, I'm sorry, you can't have some 15-year-old kid who thinks he's a big shot. And that kid needs on his permanent record, because he's going to do it again. I've told a story about the one guy. He was 17, tried as an adult, got out because he had a gun, and then he got a weapon, and then he got out and had a child, and he was upstairs and some whatever downstairs. These 3 African American girls were yelling and hollering like kids like to do. Did the same damn thing, pulled out a weapon, and he was going to jail, hung himself, because you are your choice in your past. This young man he would drop him, man. He's clear up in danger. That idiot run to the parking lot, snipe. That's it. Because he believed what he heard from gaslighting from that idiot who belongs in jail. He only wished. People are still harassing that family, Sandy Hook. They wanted to dig up the child's grave. These people are brainwashed, and people are going to make up lies about this thing. They're going to make up lies about this disaster and crawl over dead bodies. Okay? That's all there is to it. That's what he's going to do. I guarantee it. So that's what drives me insane. There are dead bodies, and people are, like I said, there's boats out there. A lot of money's being lost every single day. There's ships out there that, they've gone 2-week trips back, and this one was on a 2-week, and where it was going, India or wherever the hell it was going, because they can't go to the Red Sea because of goddamn terrorists. Again, these boats should have about 10 guys on there with AK-40 with rifles to start shooting those guys that come their way. That's all there is to it. They come in your way, they get sniped. But like I said, getting the bridge off the top of that thing, once they figure out, and they can really the structural and say how heavy thing is, and they can start cutting it, and they can pick it off and put it on barges, and then I'm personally think I'm going to put my neck out. I think by the end of April or sooner, they will have that port open. They will. I mean, they're going to be 20 on. They're going to be 24/7. 24/7 getting that done. They want that port open now. They'll try to find those bodies they can and get the cars out of there, and they're going to open that thing up. I guarantee it, man. They're going to be, like I said, they need one person to be the voice to all these companies that are doing the salvaging. Someone needs to be in charge who reports to them every morning what's going on here, what's going on there, and then he is the spokesman. Like a mass shooting or something. If I was the chief of police in Hopkins or something, there was a problem somewhere, they come to me, right? I explain what's going on, right? Anytime the Baltimore mayor's been out. So it's just irritating to see this people that are continue to do conspiracy theories and climb over dead bodies, and I guarantee it. Who's making 2 soul surgeons, $8 billion. So okay, cool. But there will be people crawling over dead bodies to make up some alternate motive. It's a terrorist attack, or it was Russia or something. You're gonna see Marjorie Taylor will do the same damn thing. Why don't you go cheat on your husband or something? You'll see this behavior, and Trump will use it as a weapon instead of let's work together. Like after 9/11, guess what? We all became one. This is a catastrophe that's happening on our soil, and you need to work together and get the working class back to work. The people that got houses to pay and people to feed, they probably can collect unemployment and get it, but a lot of them want to work. And then the local communities that make money on the people that come into port, the Walmarts, whatever, that come in and go get goods and services when they come in. There's a lot of other side hustles that people do. They can't find people to work in these ports either. They can't, because it is tough work. I've never done it, but you a lot of hustling, a lot of truck driving, a lot of good money. It's tough to find people on these ports, especially in LA, that want to do, but they won't. Hang on, what's this? Put a gasket and call it quits. Our umpire blocking the plate. What's this? What's this? He's in the booth at Miami Marlins, and the umpires are called to retire on opening day. The Marlins match up with Miami President Josh Bell. Leaned in, was reading the play, went off. He's out there by 3 feet. Ball moved in. About to explode, and the umpire, the call was overturned, blocking the home plate. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Well, you're blocking the plate, whatever it may be, but yeah, I hope they can find the bodies of the men, and that all of a sudden, can you imagine that being on that bridge, man? Just like 9/11. Let's say you're up there having coffee, and you look out your window, and you see a plane coming towards you, and you're like, "Oh my God!" Or a wall of fire come towards you, and you're incinerated. But this is something, it happened in Florida a while too as well, but this will be, at the moment, will be the outrage, and you'll get updates. It'll be on the front page. All the YouTubers have been doing some Mariner stuff on it, some pretty good guys. Like a 15-minute video, which I think is fun to listen to it, and they break it down for the dummies like myself. What's going on in marining, I think his name is, but he's very, very good at what he does. A couple guys on there that do good work, and then they just get to the facts. They don't make fear mongering, but they should have had a bigger pad up against it to make sure they hit it, but they didn't. You live and you learn from this stuff. Like I said, the bridge that happened here went down in August. They're damn lucky because there was a school bus on there with kids on there. I don't know how many are on that bus, but they're damn lucky as that bridge didn't turn to its left and just go flat in the water. We would have had a couple hundred people would have been perished in the old mighty Mo. And that was an easier bridge to put up. There was a main artery, but everyone had one around 280. They could get around it. It was kind of a bitch for a while, but I'd crossed that bridge the day before that, and that happened. But that was it. They had a lot of equipment on there, and again, a gusset that should have had a 3/4, but instead of a 1/4 inch, they could have had a bigger gusset on that. Might have went down, but people build stuff cheap. With Stone Arch Bridges getting repaired, that's been up there forever. They built that thing way back when. But just, poor choices get made on building, and you have that accident like that, and it runs out of power, and all of a sudden you just have nowhere to go. You're all of a sudden starts floating right along, and you're screwed, right? So it says right here now, cleanup efforts underway at Baltimore Bridge collapse site. Yep. That's right. That's right. I can see it right now. I'm going to start getting that stuff off there. Getting that stuff all the way. Clean that stuff up. Make it open. I was trying to explain to Sue Ellen. I said, it's not as easy as you think. That thing is not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough road to hoe. And, my heart goes out to people that lost their life just working stiffs overnight, filling potholes on an old ass bridge. That's a long bridge. That's going to take a while to put that. It probably won't take 3 years, but it's going to be, who's up next to build the damn thing and make it correctly and make it so it can't happen again. And what they should do from now on is have tugboats. They'll probably have tugboats bring them in and bring them out next time, which they should be. I'm surprised they don't have a tugboat escort it out of the bridge. I'm shocked they didn't. Something you should do before you get to that bridge so you don't have a problem like that, so you can get out. So it's not a very deep channel, but like I said, man, there's gonna be a lot of people out there making up hearsay and lie and spreading fear and cheer throughout the world, as we always say, right, on this video, on this audio platform, on this audio, right? But we can only hope. We can learn from our lessons and don't listen to the fear monger, you dumbass white boys who just sit out there and look at the Haggy family. And Dave is part of the Haggy family, and he loves the AGP and thinks he's the greatest thing in the world. Is AGP still alive? I don't know. If it's all fake, remember the abuse was just fake. What's fake then was just a show. Then he must be still alive. They killed him off like they do on regular shows, right? They kill people off, right? Let's see if keep behind the camera. Let's see if he's bought Tina D. She's due for it. She's due for a comeback on that show. My nephew's back in prison. Okay, $12K.
Okay, we just.
Let's see now, because we almost lost Marlon before he said goodbye. So now he changed the name. That's 83,000. Our car was stolen car prank. Oh no, 87,000. I hate Taco Bell. 94,000. Selling our house over rats. No, that's his 10th time. Retiring from YouTube. He changed it now. We are not. Angry Man with sausage gravy. It's a long time. 113,000. So my channel being great, but it took a long time to get there, man. But do not use welding glasses to look at the sun. But yeah, it's keep behind the camera. It's not what it used to be. They had a fight, I guess. I saw the close-up of the container. It was kind of cool. I mean, the bridge on it just destroyed it, man. I see the FTX guy got 25 years in prison. You know, there's money that's been hidden. About 14 workers at the Ford electrical pickup transfer or take retirement over next week. But I read an article that the CEO wanted to drive from where the hell it was, LA to Las Vegas, and realized you just can't do that. You can't do that. There was somebody else who abandoned his Lightning to a rental car because it's too much. Yeah, I think it's great to have one. If I'm living in town here, like I used to go to Randall, I could probably go to Randall in it and see her mom and dad. They're still alive, but if you have a charging up there, you can't just plug it in, you know. But Ford sold over 25,000 Lightning last year. Dealers are reporting slower slides and rising inventories of electric trucks, which starts just under $50,000. 20 workers make up 3 crews in Dearborn, Michigan. Vehicles, a third will remain. I get it, man. I think it's great to have that, but it's just, then they're also, I guess they're heavier, so they go through a lot of tires, I guess. So, I guess. Anyways, so I've done a few audios on this man, Jeff Dubay. He is formerly from KFan, and I knew him from Oak Ridge Country Club, right? I knew him and his brother. They were, worked in the grounds crew, and I've met him before. I met Chad Hartman. I had played golf one time with Chad Hartman, and Common Man was over at the Oak Ridge Apartments, walked up and joined me and Chad. It was he just did his shtick the whole time, whatever. But I had met Jeff Dubay. He worked at Oak Ridge Country Club with his brother on the grounds crew, so I knew of Jeff, and because Jesse Ventura, I was a Navy SEAL, was on KFan and had his own show. But when he ran for governor and eventually won because the wrestling idiots elected him in, right? He got in. We're happy for you. So he was always a nice guy whenever I saw the guy. Okay? What's this? Hang on a second. Ocean Carrier invokes forced maneuver. The wake of the Delhi ship times, wasting no time forcing shippers to foot the bill for the products will no longer be dropped off the Maryland's port. What? Among the ocean carriers have declared forced maneuver clause frees liners from fulfilling contract obligations due to the event entirely out of their control. I see. I see. But anyways, just saw that. Rudy Goodline should be forced to sell. He shouldn't be. Yeah, good. I love it. He'd sell his condo. I love it. Be homeless. I love it. $3.5 million. But he has had a few. What's this? What's this? Sorry, just keep inside. Should be looking at it. Rebuild closest comparison to what Baltimore. No. That ours was a lot easier to rebuild than that one. A lot shorter. Don't compare the two. Two totally different bridges. Two totally different animals. We didn't have ships going underneath that bad boy. He'd gotten arrested off of 94, off of Advon over there in that town. I remember, but he went to some, Catholic Lutheran church to put the Gophers on, the hockey team on, and he wanted to, whatever. So he's suspicious driving. The cop pulled him over, and there was Mr. Dubes, right? He was covered in vegetable oil with a blanket, totally naked. My heart goes out to the guy because he's a very, very talented individual. When I've Aaron Hernandez, the gangster, right? Aaron Hernandez. He had a gift job, but Jeff, what the hell is his name? Paul Allen has been there ever since. He's the voice of the Vikings. He calls Canterbury. It's the PA project now. He'd still be there today. I mean, a common man just signs a contract, says, I'll do it. I don't care, because it's an easy-ass job to be a radio guy. Hey, I'm talking into a headset right now. I got a podcast for people to listen to, right? It's not that tough to get up in the morning and go into your job over at 93X, and sit there and just, whatever Nick says, you respond back to it, and you laugh and you giggle. It's not that tough to talk about local events. There's two ladies at 107. Probably women, they're retiring. They're going to go do something else. I get it. They've had enough. 25 years. It's not that tough. Tom DeMar finally got fired, and Cake. You talk about that in depth. Like the guy. I mean, the reason why what I do, because he was funny, but he also went on the deep end. But Jeff Dubay has got to he got a hall pass in my mind. He needs to be in a group home. They need to put him in a 1-year spin dry, and just totally put him in a group home where the group home, he gets up in the morning, you take him to work, whatever, and you bring him home until he's spin dried. That's what he needs. He's out in North Dakota now because he had a problem. If you look at his history, some do-gooder, it's like Amberley Ambrosia, right? A lot of women are do-gooders out there. They always take on the worst guy. So some do-gooder took him in the basement. I think it was Cottage Grove, in the basement of the house, right? Well, then he brought home another do-gooder who was poking her in the bottom, in the basement of the house, and that became a problem with her, and he kicked his ass out. Another do-gooder found who Jeff Dubay was, But, like I said, when I was, 18, 19, I was a drinking fool. My old man told me, you got to clean up your act, you moron. Or you're gonna have a judge tell you, like a judge is telling him. He got 2 days in jail, a suspended sentence. You are who you run with, he told my dad. My dad always told me that, It's somebody gave him some drugs a long time in the basement. Again, I'm in the basement of, I'm in my house, and Dave comes over, right? And, hey, Dave, man, here's some marijuana here for you, bro. Some meth or something. I lace it. And he's like, wow, all of a sudden, he gets addicted to it. Because I said, that's not a very good friend. It's not a very smart thing. I'm just like, my God, man, it's just a shame to see that, because I hate to see it. Because he's got a great knowledge. He reminds you a lot of Chris Ranson from draftutopia.com. Chris Ranson is a nice man. He's always been my fave, and he's very talented. And I mean, I know that KCP put him on for a while, but it cost cutting. I think it came down and probably they didn't want to admit that he's probably doing drugs. And Tom Bernard here, has a podcast, wanted to bring him on because he wanted to be a sports guy. I love to have him on my show and talk sports. It'd be great to have him on my NFL podcast, or even my NHL podcast. He used to have a podcast here before on Spreaker.com. But if I had an AM station, I'd love to have him be my morning guy. He'd clean up his act. I'd get him and Terry Train on. Terry Train's my favorite morning girl. I mean, it's not that tough to be radio. It's not. I mean, if God, for some reason I'm in Block Island, or I'm anywhere. I'm in Boston, right? I move out to New York somewhere, right? I'm in Rochester, New York. I don't know any town. I have a good friend who lives in Rochester, and he's been out there 10 years, and he missed Minnesota. He works for a company out there, but we talked about morning radio. He goes, yeah, they have some good morning radio. If I moved out there tomorrow, I'm gonna Lord of the Dawn. I'm going to understand what goes on in Rochester, New York. I'm going to recognize what goes on in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm going to understand what goes on in Sacramento, California. And every morning, hey, you guys, what's going on in Rochester, man? It's Cowboy and Nikki, whatever. And we're going to talk about what's going on. Hey, the traffic's going on over here, man. You got something going on this week. You got whatever. That's what you do. You talk about local stuff because people still like morning radio. I don't care what anybody else says. Corey Adams says, I get it. And what's his name out there who got fired from his job? It's a real easy job to do. Like I said, I could move to Omaha tomorrow and you just invest stuff in that community. What's going on, man? You have to take phone calls. What's going on? You call, and they do a text line on 93X, with Nick, and Nick bitches all the time about their job. Nick, you have the easiest job in the world. If you're making 80, 90 grand a year, what a gift. What a gift to sit there and speak into a microphone, interview people, go to free stuff, free concerts. And, I would tell him he's a baseball geek, and the same thing I told Tom Bernard should do is during spring training, go down there and for the whole week with the Twins and promote the Twins. They used to go to Vegas all the time, it's fine, but I would go to, if I was 93X, I'd go from Monday to Friday down there and bring everybody on down and come on down and do a show. That's what I would do. Be more of a gift. But it's just too bad. I mean, he had an easy job, and he's a very knowledgeable guy. But when you decide to make that choice and take that hit, man, I'm not putting meth in my mouth. I mean, there was a lady that was on KQ about 8 years ago, right before I think it was 8 years ago, and he was interviewing a lady, and I've talked with what's her name about this, Sweet Melissa. Right? It is a gateway drug. You can smoke your marijuana, I get it, but you have to know your limits. And the percentage now is up to like 25. And if people freak out, I had a guy I talked to work one day, and he goes, man, I took one joint down in Colorado and stay away from me. He goes, I freaked out for like about 3 hours. I literally had to in my hotel room. He goes, it was way up there. I go, yeah, it's all right. I haven't smoked marijuana in a long time. He goes, it's this percentage. If I was smoke geef, I'd get cents a million, keep it 5-10%, and roll it like a cigarette, like I used to roll it, and sell it. But you're going to see a lot more of this addiction problem with marijuana because people will lace it to make it stronger. And you work your way up, man. I'm sorry. You work to meth. If you need marijuana to function, and I totally understand the pain thing. I know that Tom Bernard uses that to make me relax. And I totally understand that. I get that. It's a great drug for that behavior. But if you need to get it up to get out of bed to work or come home, hey, the weekend, okay, let's say I don't have either one of the job. I don't have to worry about drug tests. Hey, I want to buy a bag of dope. I go to Colorado or something. I buy some and I hide it in my car. I drive back home and whatever. And I roll myself and I have enough for like about 6 months. I could find an ounce of marijuana tomorrow, and it would probably last me 6-7 months. Just roll. I got my roller downstairs to roll it just like a cigarette. I would roll it. We used to roll them. I told you, roll them. We rolled like a cigarette. You could put 20 in a pack, like a pack of smokes. And then you would sell it for $1 a piece. You'd have them a pack of smokes, and there was 20 joints in there. That's what I would do. I mean, I know it's more of like a mushroom now. When I was in Vegas, nothing wrong with smoking some marijuana if you want it. Go ahead, smoke some geef, but know your limits. No, hey, okay. It's kind of fun to hang out Saturday afternoon, go fishing with my buddy, and pull my bong out and smoke some dope. I'm fishing down Shady Oak. That's fine. My business. I get high, and enjoy the high, catch some fish, come home. But it's like having a few beers. You have one or two, and you enjoy yourself, but don't overindulge. Nothing wrong with smoking some dope, but it's just Jeff Dubay has got to say, hey, guess what? I want to change my life. I want to turn myself around. I want to get back to the radio business. I want to say enough of this and go into rehab and say, look at Prince. Died in an elevator. They were just a little late getting there. But it's a choice to put in your body and a choice to stop. It's like gambling. I enjoy to gamble once in a while. I don't love to play blackjack. I enjoy to play blackjack. I mean, I'm not. Tomorrow I could win the Powerball or whatever. I could win, I could win after tax at $20 million. I'm 50 years old tomorrow and I won $20 million. I'm going to enrich this world with that money and buy a restaurant or something, employ somebody and be the maitre d'. Call it Cowboy's Place. You're a stranger here once. Like the Cowboy restaurant out in lovely and talented out in Arizona. But, you want to smoke some ghee, fine, smoke it, but know your limits. But Jeff Dubay has got to understand more than life and lighten up that pipe. And he's got a great gift to be a good radio guy. Like I said, I'd love to buy an AM station tomorrow and make it local. And have like an NHL show, either the Major League Baseball show, whatever it would be, a real good sports show. Local people, local angle, it'd be fun, man, to have that, but have local people be, it'd be like KSTP used to be. We used to have Garage Logic. The Rookie was on, We don't have that anymore. We don't have that local flavor anymore. Just sucks. We don't have that, and he just screwed that up, it's too bad, because K-Fan the morning crew on K-Fan is unlistenable. When they got, the guy I would be Mike Morris would be a guy I'd bring back for my morning guy. He's a guy I'd bring back tomorrow, Mike Morris. He's a guy I'd bring back. I think he's on with Chad in the morning. They screwed him over at K-Fan. All they do is talk over each other and scream and holler. That's all they do. That's all they do is yell and holler. Scream and holler. K-Fan, that's all they do. Mike Morris is the best. Chris Hockey just screams. He's a horrible. He's promoted his band. He's had 2 chances, but the only reason he has a job in the business because his wife works for iHeart. See this. Yeah, like I said, it's just the K-Fan used to be really good. He used to have some really good shows way back when, but times have changed. But I still think it's a very doable job and easy to do. It's not that tough. But anyways, it's disappointing to see somebody piss away a career. I can't remember that one guy who played for the running back who played for Nebraska. They killed himself. Could have been a Hall of Famer, but decided to run some kids over because they had to take his money, and he just couldn't control his anger. Just too bad to see that kind of behavior go on. But I guess it's a powerful thing to to do drugs. I guess like I said, it's some good old sense of humility, some old Tide stick. I did speed once, never again. That just I don't understand that. But I see. You see. Raids on C. Diddy's Combs home, a very ominous sign for rap, says ex-pross. Yeah, it is. They did that in simultaneous. The federal raided up mogul C. Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home early this week. The famed rap declared his innocence despite alleged links to human trafficking, investigating Fox and Friends. Original defense attorney and former prosecutor explained the raids were a very anonymous sign for Diddy. Yeah, well, that's going to happen. Usher, what is it? Usher reveals what he saw at Diddy's. Well, if he's 13, then why don't you say something? If you saw something like that, why don't you? He was 13 years old. He had resurfaced on social media. Widely criticized with discovery and salvation, such as artists as Usher. Yeah, Confession Part 2. Diddy, Usher met R&B singer, signed a record deal. Reported sent him to live with Diddy. Real name was Sean Combs in New York that year. Sex is a hot instrument for man. He continues claiming there's always girls around. You open the door and somebody's doing it, or several people are in the room having an orgy. You never know what's going to be having to happen. Again, I could have an island like Jeffrey Epstein, but it's 21 or older. That's the problem. I don't get it, man. If it's it belongs in jail, because that was me doing that, well, goddamn right. Today's backup band reveals horrific experience. Sometimes just never enough, I guess, right? Just never enough. P. Diddy, man. Updates. Former backup singer Diddy has broken a horrific experience with rapper after home in Los Angeles, Miami, raided this week. Trying to raise the social media, she knew to avoid him at all costs, and nothing that is happening is surprising. Then you should report him a long time ago. Raids, growth, and use of military force, which are no excuse. Well, sometimes you got it. Same day, a man police described as drug mule. Paul was arrested by federal agents at my airport, allegedly carrying contraband inside his personal travel bags. Not good. Not good at all. But, they always look the other way until it's too late, right? It's like Jeffrey Epstein, right? I see Mike Lindell faces warehouse eviction, owes $200 in rent. You know, if again, it's in should I say Shakopee or somebody else in Shakopee? You know, I feel again, you know, he's getting screwed with that behavior. You know, he's getting screwed. It's working class workers are getting screwed. This moronic idiot who continues of Chase stop the steal. You know, it's just a shame. But that's the way she goes, man. What's this? The hunch. Ghosts from Trump's past are coming back to haunt him as lawsuit gets new life report. Federal Trump administration accusing them of unconstitutional clearance of racial justice. The hunch. I can't wait till election. My favorite videos on YouTube is when the hunch won in 2016, and people were just so pissed. The Baltimore Ridge was all immigrants, so that's why people don't really give two F's. Is that people were just crying and, oh my God, Hillary won, I can't believe it, she lost, oh my God. It was just the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There were people screaming. No different if the hunch loses this time again. Can you imagine the white boys that are going to be out rioting? Can you imagine that? Oh my God, just start sniping these. Just like when we had the riots here, should have been sniping those guys left and right. Left and right. We're going to drop you like a spent con on the 4 floors of horrors. So, Dave 25 Sports, right? And the stalker. He played back, I guess the stalker came on his podcast, want to call it that, his show, right? And he's playing back as I'm driving. I could barely understand the stalker because no teeth, kicked out, smoked out, right? So he's back with him being his butt buddy again, which does not surprise me. Never blocked the guy. You know, they hung out together. Their fiancés in the car. They're both. Here's the problem: all birds flock to a feather, right? They're both loners, and all they have is YouTube. Both don't pay rent. One doesn't have a license. One doesn't own a car, and both, have been racist pigs. And this guy hangs out with a guy who wants to cut off hair and send some to somebody. Wants to rape my wife and hog tie me, right? Attempted to apologize. Like I said, when you apologize in court, you allocate, you say exactly. If I was sending pizzas to people, I guess I'd better cut a check to make it right? But I'm not surprised him and the stalker back together. I'm not surprised at all. Because he would never, ever give up this guy. They were friends. Played video games together. They were lovers. Friends. Hung out together. They drove around together with the Horror 21. It's sad. Had him on your show. I mean, in the days from porn bombing, which is a big problem on this video platform. That's why you don't do it. But there's usually about 8 or 9 people on the show at one time yelling and hollering, screaming. And people had to go up there and tell dumb jokes, be stupid, and say dumb things. And they don't know how to act. And here's your chance to porn bomb people. But that's just, as before, that's why YouTube is no longer fun anymore, because it's just people don't know how to make a video. They don't know how to do that. They just sit there and they scream and they holler and they piss and they moan, right? God forbid they would go to a car show or anywhere else and do a video. Like I said, the hustlers, all the people out there, the Daily Woo, the Cartbagger, anybody out there that does their vlogging, sidetrack adventures is really good. Plenty of people out there that do adventure stuff. Give your time to, not to some live streamer. What's it one I've heard Sweet Melissa talk about on before, whatever the hell their name is. They're oh God, what the hell's her name? Side Circus. Let me see if Sweet Melissa's available. Let's see if Sweet Melissa. Let me see. No sweet Melissa. Oh, well. Sometimes she can come on, sometimes she doesn't. We'll see what happens. I haven't talked to her in about 3-4 weeks. She's been busy with the grandchildren and stuff, so. Harry Smith is leaving. I liked Harry Smith. I liked him. I hope P. Diddy goes to jail. I really love to see that. Be someone's bitch boy. I really do. It'd be sweet. It's good to see Sam might be eating lots of rice almonds and Skittles drink mix if he wants to stay in vegan. Yeah, he belongs in jail. You know a lot of that money's hidden. You know that much. But you know Dave 25, right, man? He says, you know, he'd get back together with Stalker. They're both very simply stalkers, and they're both loners. They don't do anything else. Welcome to Fear Mongering Radio. How you doing?
Hey, funny. I was just thinking about you. Not funny. When you called. Speak of the devil.
Yeah. What's happening?
Not much. I can't guarantee how quiet it's going to be here.
I understand.
But I'll do my best.
That's all we ask. So, I see Douche got together back with the Stalker, had him on his show. So he's
what?
Yeah, he's back with the Stalker. He's
what?
He played it back on his phone with
wow.
him. Yeah. I couldn't understand how he speaks. No, yeah, they're butt buddies again now. They're friends.
Wow. Hey, they go back and forth.
Yeah, they're both loners and they don't have anything else. One doesn't have a car. One lives in his basement. His dad of his grandma's, and he lives above the garage. So,
well, Tina was fighting with Mark Terry.
Oh well, yeah. It goes
then
back.
They were best friends. Now they're going to kill each other.
Yeah, you watch. She'll be on. Keep behind the camera here in a couple days. You watch.
You think so?
Oh, because you look at his channel, he's below. I mean, he's taking for 800,000. Hey, I don't get much, but if you look at his views, they're 80,000. That's low. So what he does, he sees what Tina's doing. He'll bring her on he'll give her $1,000 or $2,000, which to her is a lot of money, and her hair will go blonde, and she'll be on a few videos to get him over 100,000 again.
Ugh.
And then
do you think they'll get her to shower and shave?
Maybe. Probably. He'll give her money. Say, listen, here's $1,000 right now. To get yourself looking good, and then I'll give you $1,000 at the end. Because I guess Dave said he was over at her house, so they're setting up to get to you watch. It doesn't, and I know his brother doesn't want to come on either. So if you look at his views, we're selling the house again. It's what it is, and it's a shame to see that happen. But that's what, like I told Dave, if it's the Hustlers or it's Carpetbagger or Daily Woo, any of the people are growing compared to what he's doing. I mean, it's again, Sidetrack Adventures is on here. He's really good. I enjoy him. He does a lot of good stuff, and he's out in San Diego. These kind of people are growing and going outside and doing something substantial. Yeah. Instead of this, telling lies. And like I said, his AGP. Is he still alive? Because
that's what I heard.
Well, no, it's if it's all fake, then they killed him off from the show, right?
Right.
Did Tina really not lose her leg? I don't know.
No, maybe it's a fake prosthetic.
I'm just telling you. I don't know. The abuse was fake, right? It was all fake. So how am I supposed to believe that AGP is dead?
Is Tina really a woman?
Right. I totally agree.
I don't know.
But I guess I've heard that phrase. They can bleed, they can breed. I guess Mark Terry was saying that about some, because down in Alabama, it's that's what they believe down in Alabama. They can bleed, they can breed. Down there, it's 16 of consent. Ugh. No, it's got to be 18. It's immoral. It's immoral. Ugh. Well, remember that senator? I think I had permission. I think. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think.
So
I do.
What did you think? Okay, I watched the Baltimore bridge collapse.
Oh, that was awful.
I was just telling my wife. I said, listen, young lady, this isn't like a car accident, and our bridge collapse here was a lot easier to take care of because everything they had to get the lab. But I said that bridge was easier to put up because it was one span. This is a long ass span. This is going to take. And I said I was listening to a guy on YouTube, and he was talking about there's 3 different people to salvage the ship, take to whatever. There's 3 different identities doing things. And he goes, what they need to do is have one person in charge. Let's say your name is Melissa Johnson or something. Melissa Johnson is the head geek on this recovery, and you give out, and they come to you every week and say, this is where we are, and you go, press release, okay, the people that are doing the salvaging the bridge are here. They have to have one identity, because the guy said when they had the, what was that one, the, Horizon, and the guy got there and he told Obama, I'm in charge. I'm taking care of this. I'm taking care of this thing. He took charge. So the guy said the bottom line, they have to have one person that oversees, because they contracted out to 3 different salvages to get this stuff done. But I told her, I said, I guarantee it, they'll have it open by the end of April. They're going to have to, because it's getting screwed.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, we had one here that it wasn't hit. It was a big tanker that got loose.
Right.
And it took out a bridge here. It took a long time.
Really?
Yeah, years.
We'll see.
Couple years.
We'll see. I'm just talking getting this. The easiest part in my mind of this whole thing is getting the bridge off the ship. That's the easiest part in my mind.
Yeah.
And then backing it away. That's the easiest thing. Then it's finding the bodies of the cars. And could you imagine? And they're immigrants, so guess what's going to happen? Who cares? They're immigrants, right? Who cares, right? That's the problem. That's what they're going to say. They're immigrants.
The newest thing, though, is the conspiracy theories.
That's exactly. I just said the same thing. I was reading it. I had today off my job, so I was having breakfast because she had to work. So I was reading in USA Today, and the guy goes, conspiracy. That happens all the time. Look at.
It happened here.
It just.
It wasn't. Like I said, it drifted into it. It untied.
Right.
And it was one of those big tankers.
Right.
We have them come through here constantly.
Right.
And the last one I saw that I took a picture of was from Thailand.
Right.
I think that's where that one was from there.
Right. Because Fat Boy's probably repeating any conspiracy.
Oh, it's coming.
You know he is. Anything he sees, he repeats.
It's coming.
anything he sees, he repeats. That's what he does.
It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did.
That's what it is.
I did listen to one of his live streams, and he was, leave a message down below if you want me to quit YouTube because no one's coming anymore.
Do it.
And I was like, Fat Boy, you're not leaving, because he was not getting any listens, because he can't just have a conversation like me and you are.
No
one's here listening to me. I mean, that's the way it works. He can't just talk about
okay.
Because he doesn't know how to read. He doesn't know how to read anything. So he needs someone to say something and then respond to it.
Yeah.
It's like
voice activated.
Right. It's just like I told my wife, I said, I'm at work. These live streams, there can be 5 to 10 people on there like a bar, and it's all it is just the Brady Bunch kind of the behavior. The Brady Bunch. I said, you get 8. He goes, that's all it is. I said, Debbie would have on 2 or 3 people on, and they would all talk, and she'd tell you to shut up. But you get now these 10 people are just screaming, hollering, pouring bombing, or whatever.
Yeah.
I said, that's, to me, I couldn't do it. And that's why you look down below. People are like, oh, I wish I'm just, they missed the live stream. You know why? Because they can talk. They can say things.
Yeah.
They get mad. They miss it because they want to be able to talk.
Well, you can't there. Why go to a stream that if you say anything,
right? Oh yeah,
you're going to get kicked out.
Because he goes, go ahead and say something. Tell him about okay. You want to unblock me? I'll start talking to you, but you won't, because as soon as I say his middle daughter, Pickle Jar, what happened to her? She always got ridiculed when he would call him out. Yeah. She got ridiculed. His own daughter. Yeah. Text me if you want to talk to me. Same thing.
Sorry, why ain't nobody talking? Oh, God.
Because you got been blocked, you moron.
Yeah, everybody's blocked.
And if they do say something about your smoking, whatever else, or about your political beliefs, you get pissed off. It's like I'm sorry, Fat Boy, you've been long gone and no one cares. Okay?
That's true. It's, how would you put it? His ship set sailed.
Yeah. That bridge. It'd be interesting if they can get that. If they got it somehow, because what's screwed over is the people, the working class in the port. Those are the ones that get screwed.
Well, the government is going to put up the money, and they'll sue that insurance company from. That's what they did here, and they have to pay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then people were like, "It was intentional." The lights might.
I know that's a
generator kicked on.
Yeah, I know. It's just irritating. They're crawling over dead bodies, and the working class getting screwed. But that's how it is. Something happens all the time. Look at Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
One guy said he was going to dig up the kid's grave. because he didn't believe it was there. He was going to go there and dig it up. My favorite was when 2016, when Bill Hillary was running for presidency against Donald J. Trump. There was remember there was that sexual. It was like allegedly a pornography ring in this pizza place, and some guys in the parking lot with a gun because he believed what he heard. But these people hear these conspiracy theories, such as Dave, who mentioned about to me on the phone. I go, Dave, don't tell me, don't that he might be a conspiracy. I go, Dave, there's no conspiracy here.
That was the Pizzagate. Pizzagate.
Yeah, and it was like, really, this guy is running. He's the kind of guy that sniped his ass, just like that kid in Florida pulls out a weapon during spring break and runs towards the ocean with it. I would have just knocked that kid right down, man. You have a weapon on the beach and you're 15 and you're running around with it, man. That needs to go on his permanent record. Never go off, because if he tells me he's 15, he'll be another P. Look at P. Diddy, that guy, idiot, you know. What
do you think of that?
Oh, I'm not surprised. See, people all had a good time doing that, watching it. And they all knew what was going on, but then they'll wash their hands of it. Just like with Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They all watch. Yeah. You know, it's not a big.
And where is he though? Where is he?
I don't know where he's at. He probably knew it was coming. He probably disappeared. He's speaking to his lawyer. Who knows? He needs to be arrested, because that was me doing that. I'd be arrested.
Oh yeah.
They all look the other way, just like with Jeffrey Epstein and all that behavior going on, man. No one cares till all of a sudden you get the shaft by him. All of a sudden you'll turn the guy in, but you'll enjoy all the fruits of labor of all the underage, the drugs, and everything else. You know.
Yeah.
The mules that go out. That's why you have women go out and recruit women, and that's what what's his name did. Jeffrey Epstein. He had that one chick who's in jail go recruit for him, because if I walked up to a woman in a bar, hey, are your boobs real? They talked about that in Playboy. They would walk up to people. This girl was in Las Vegas. She was a bartender, and these two ladies walk up and go, hey, are your boobs real? And she was a lesbian. Hey, and she handed the card for Playboy. So there's a woman talking to a woman. So that's what you do. You send women
just
out.
Felt more comfortable.
Right. I mean, if I walk out, I get slapped.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what they do. So women will recruit women, because that's what he would do.
But the bridge thing, that has been like, come on.
Oh, I know. It's
these people.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to claim it's somebody else, and they're going to claim it was this or this or that. I'm surprised they won't say it's Obama. There'll be somebody in. What's her name? From Atlanta. What the hell's her name again? She's just being off the rails. You know what she said? She goes,
the blonde?
Yeah, she goes, what the hell's her name? The hell's her name again? I'm getting her name, but she was claiming when Trump was asking for find the votes, that the votes were in the post office. That's what she was claiming. That they were in the post office. That's what she was claiming.
What are they going to do? Either way, if he wins, they're going to say it's not fair, like they did last time.
Absolutely, he could lose by a bunch. And they're going to bitch. They're going to bitch anyway.
It's not going to be good enough.
No, it's never good enough.
4 years, and it will still be, he was cheated, he was this, he was...
Yeah. I like how Giuliani is having to be sell his condo down in Florida. He's going to be homeless.
Isn't that sad?
Well, you're the one that hooked your wagon to his young ass. Same thing with the pillow guy down here in Shakopee, kicking him out.
He's done for, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't care. But guess who's getting screwed? The employees. That's who's getting screwed.
Yeah.
The employees are getting screwed.
Yeah. Plain
and simple. That's who's getting
screwed.
The
news has been wild. The news has just been wild.
Yeah.
It's almost like a lot of people are getting their comeuppance right now.
Oh yeah, and Trump could care less. He's been his bitch boy ever since. Trump doesn't care. He doesn't care. And these dumbass white boys like Fat Boy and other people, and the stalker will follow him. What's going on with Turtle Boy? You anything about Turtle Boy?
They denied the woman that Karen Reed's. I think they wanted the case dismissed. That was denied the other day.
Okay. Oh, to me.
So that there is going to be a trial. Oh God, what a mess, right?
Right.
This guy, he is.
Is he out? Is he out of jail?
He's out of jail. Yeah. Yep. He's been out. But they denied that, which I believe it's a really strange case.
Right. So the turtle riders are in full regalia?
Oh, yeah. They're crazy, too. They harass people online and in person and businesses, and it's crazy.
I don't know. Well, that's where that was the stalker's hero. That's who he saw. That was his hero. That's who he saw.
Sure.
His hero.
He is for a lot of losers.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you have nothing better to do and you're online, you don't have a job or a hobby. Your hobby is harassing people. That's why Dave and the stalker back together. They're stalkers.
I can't believe that.
I'm not surprised. He had him on his podcast. He's not going to my podcast. Because Dave told me something somebody was supposed to stay away from. He was trying to. How do you mean trying to stay away from somebody? I said, Dave, it's like me trying to stay away from Burger King. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You know?
What do you get? It extra messy or dirty or something?
Dirty like I like my women. You know?
Yeah.
Dirty and messy. I like my women. I like it like that. Dirty and filthy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Dirty and filthy. Make it messy like I like my women, you know?
Oh, God.
Messy and filthy.
I don't know, but it's been great. Chris, I was waiting for the boat thing, but maybe not.
What? Oh, for Grizz?
The tanker, yeah.
Well, he's probably already mentioned. Trust me, he's already brought up already. Because whatever he sees on YouTube, and whoever he listens to will tell him that it's that it's.
Yeah, who is his news source? Where does this crap come from?
He's got to be somebody on YouTube he listens to, because he doesn't. It wouldn't be on real radio or real TV, because they're going to tell you, here's what happened. He listens to somebody. It could be Sean Hannity, or it could be what's his name, Alex Jones, something like that. The fringe righties that he listens to. That he just,
I get a kick out of it, though.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I love the imagination. I could make up fear mongering, and I do like some conspiracy theories. I think they're fun, but when it comes to crawling over dead bodies, and but people are going to piss. And I'm surprised they haven't. Some of the far righties haven't complained about that. It's been Obama's fault. How many times Trump is?
Oh, they have a little bit. The infrastructure saying. And they showed, and that is a really crappy looking bridge.
Oh, God, it's old.
They were driving over, it was really crappy.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching the harbor master of this state talking about, yes, Oliver, how they do things in harbors. They have what they call dolphins.
Right, yes.
And they're wooden, and they put them in, and hopefully they slow it down, and
Right, they didn't have them.
And the tugs are supposed to be those little.
I'm surprised the tugs haven't, from day one, escorted them in and out for that kind of problem. So I'm surprised they haven't. That's something I'm surprised with that kind of bridge. They didn't from the very beginning. You come in with a tug and you go out with the tugs.
Yep, that is true. I know that's what they do.
I'm shocked.
They do here.
But I'm shocked they didn't. That would be okay. You're coming in tugs, and tugs are bringing you out. So,
yeah.
Because if you have a problem, guess what happens? Tugs. They tried to get the tugs. It was too late. It was too late.
Yeah.
They got lucky and stopped the traffic. Saved a lot of lives.
Isn't that amazing? Those little boats can do what they do.
Oh yeah, they're strong as hell. They got these big ass diesel.
Yeah, they're not big.
A couple Mariner guys on YouTube that did a really good job breaking it down. He did like a 9-10 minute video about. Again, he said someone needs to be in charge of these 3 different identities that are doing the recovery, because we need to know what's going on. You got to be able to. If you have to work together. It's true. You have to have one person, like in a general in a war, right? Someone's calling out, and you have to have that. 3 different companies are doing something. You have to work together in this. I'm not a Mariner guy, but I understand working. Yeah. We just moved our company, and we were moving everybody, and somebody was a snip mic and forth. But let's all communicate together, man. Let's get this stuff done.
I've met a lot of people that were merchant marines and all this different stuff.
It's a dangerous business, but you have safety is a choice, not a mistake. Safety saves a lot of lives, but if you're going to be screwing around and you don't follow directions, people do get killed, and just like it's the way it is. But
absolutely, it's.
Have you listened to any drama at all, or anything, or any?
Here and there, the Mark and Tina thing, but I can't see them listening to her yell.
I know she can't.
I can't.
I guess I was in her mouth. I guess she was bitching because I called her the bloody white tampon. One morning, I guess some morning at 5:30 in the morning, Dave calls me on the way in that she was bitching about me. I called her the bloody white tampon. So I was like in her mouth for a while. So then
Does she sleep?
No, I don't think so. No, she has nothing better to do. But that's why, like I said, she will be on Pickleball. You watch. She will be on the camera, because his views, I said 80,000, and I'm not thinking a lot, but he takes a long time to get up to 100,000 because it's a dying channel. People have moved on from him. Yeah. Just they people moved on from that old behavior. They moved on. They're older now. They're in their 30s, and that fake behavior. And your grandpa is dead, I think. And after a while, it's just the same cycle. I think people
And
go.
she's traveling around with disabled people now
Yeah, the woman's nuts, man. She's
and
just
controlling them.
yeah, she's crazy, man. That woman, anybody would even want to talk to her on the phone.
I couldn't take it.
But you know what it is? It's a connection thing, your grandpa. So when you're talking to her, it's like it's like. I mean, when
Where is Randy in all this? Is he around?
I have no idea. I have no idea what he's doing. No idea. I couldn't even tell you.
He's got to be involved somehow. You know him.
Who knows, man? I have not seen.
He hates her.
Yeah, well, I think all these people can kind of hate each other, but it's called you hate bond. If me and him were getting along or something, and then all of a sudden if we didn't, and then someone we don't like, that's how that you hate bond together. So I have no idea, and I have the slightest idea what somebody's doing.
Wondered if he was involved in this in any way. Because he's always around.
There's always somebody getting involved in this behavior. Some people just, they love that behavior because it's all about the AGP effect. This guy has been gone for how long? But it's all about her connected to Pickle Boy, and he's
now a question: did Dave threaten to burn Steve Billings' home down?
I don't know what he's. I have no idea what he's threatened to do. He did porn bomb him, I guess. So he thinks that's funny. So I don't know what I think he might have. I don't know. He thinks he's Mr. Tough Guy. Dave's got he's putting this real life behavior. You know what he's living with his grandma. He's putting his grandma in danger because people have come to the house before. When let's say I live with my mom or my dad, and they're disabled, and I'm 60 years old, and they're
children,
and they're way in their 90s or something. I'm on YouTube. I have no job. People come over to my house, and here's my father. Man, you put your family in danger when you do that kind of behavior. People go real life. The old days of just whining back and forth, voice to voice, like Spreaker was fun with me and Debbie Daly. That kind of started when she left Utah. I don't know where she's. I think she got sick and tired. Well, she was all about views. She was not about me talking to people and having a good time. But she went through that real life behavior with people. That bled over here to YouTube, where it's nonstop. I've told you before. As soon as you get any kind of popularity on this video platform, they come after you. There was a young boy who died. I think he was like 17 or 16. He was played video games. He was very popular, and he passed away. And his mom goes, "I made sure no one knew. I made sure we kept who he was. We didn't because she goes, I didn't want any problem." And I think people finally was trying to find who he was towards the end of his life because people, because he was a very popular video game playing idiot, and he died of cancer. But the mom was smart to say, "Hey, fine, you can make your money, but I'm going to make sure you don't give out because people will pick out where you live in the back." There was some guy on TikTok, and a woman or something, they figured out where the hell she lived by just where she was at, and then they sent over to his house or something. It's like, whatever, they're watching the videos and picking out where they live. It's like, come on, man, harassing people. It's just, I don't understand that behavior. I don't. It's not cool.
Yeah,
then when it comes back to them, they get pissed. What comes around goes around.
Sure it does.
I mean, I don't understand these people.
Well, I don't know.
What is it? P. Diddy called him a security hard drive reportedly seized by agents. Well, just like it reminded me of, remember the Subway guy? All of a sudden, he knew it was coming. Now he's still in jail, but I saw a couple videos on him, and he's still talking to people about children on the phone. Oh yeah, he's still talking about people on the phone. People will call him. He gets people. When you become this celebrity, people will, especially women, the do-gooders, will talk about sex. He's still, and he'll reoffend. That much. Well, what an easy job. It's like there's a really good restaurant here on town. It's called Firehouse, and I love the restaurant. Let's say I was Captain Firehouse, and I would go around like that and talk fire safety, and you go to schools and you talk about eating fire. That's all your job is, man. And you have a basic foundation. You're my secretary. You're my main girl. You're my sister, whatever. And you give money out. I don't need all this other behavior, but he had the easiest job in the world: sell Subway and travel around. Oh no!
Look what happened with the Duggars, their son.
Yeah. Oh God, I listened to Illuminati. Oh my God. Yeah. And they sent him to some cop who ended up being a pedophile himself.
Yeah.
They were supposed to turn him straight. He was a pedophile himself, and then he was at a car dealership, and some IP was surfing, and he tried to blame it on the employee.
Yeah.
Tried to blame the employee, and the guard that followed him, he had a guard or something, security. While he was driving, he was watching porn.
Nice.
The guy was just the whole family. If you listen to these YouTubers talk about the Duggars, that family is nuts.
Well, he went into politics, remember?
Yeah.
Or attempted to.
Yeah,
and the mother said something, and he said something. Was it about homosexuality?
Oh yeah.
And I thought, and then they got him.
Yeah, they got me too much, and the girls got molested, and it's just like, come on, man. It was not.
And they hid it.
Oh yeah, they hid it. Of course they did. It's just
horrible.
I know.
All in the name of God.
Right, all in the name of God. Right. Look at the Catholic community and Baptists. Same thing. Baptist. Yep. There was a lady on TikTok did a very good 10-minute video about she was trying to get help with the molestation going on. They you got to pray. You got to pray. It was a Baptist, and she got pushback because she wanted to, end this behavior in the Baptist community. Very good. It's just like Spotlight, the Catholic community, and the blue laws. It's just the blue laws. We finally got rid of the blue law here. You can buy liquor on Sundays. I told that to Dave one day.
Massachusetts, they still have blue laws.
I told Dave. I said, "You go look at blue laws are, especially out East Coast." When I was at a Embassy Suites, they used to give free liquor, like for 2 hours. Have you can't do that there because of free liquor. They won't do it. You can't do it there. Yeah. I told Dave, I said, do some research on the blue laws. I said,
we even still had, I don't know if they still exist, but some dry towns.
Yep. Well, it's just out in, my nephew lives out, and I think it's Fargo he lives out, and you can't shop till like noon.
Yeah.
The blue laws. I'm sorry, man, because you know why they were afraid to go in and talk to the priest about this behavior because the priest installed the fire chiefs.
Yeah.
Like if you go watch, you go watch that movie, Spotlight. It was very, very good, man. And disturbing how they would just shuffle guys around.
And Sundays in Massachusetts, you couldn't go shopping at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Couldn't buy groceries. You had to go to New Hampshire to get food, or something you wanted.
Still blue laws. Still running the country.
Yeah. Yep. You can't work on a holiday in Massachusetts. They can call the city or whatever, if you're doing construction or whatever.
Are you serious?
You're supposed to be working. Yeah, they'll shut you down.
Wow.
On a holiday.
Because it's still like they're going right now?
Yeah. On Sundays you can buy alcohol at a liquor store, but not in grocery stores.
Wow.
On Sunday. I was reading about them last night.
Yeah, the blue laws are. It's just like the Green Book. I saw the movie The Green Book. I had my UPS guy brought me the Green Book that he got. He goes, "I'll bring it into you," and it was like in a plastic bag, and his hands were shaking. His dad had his notes in there. You watch that movie, The Green Book. I didn't know anything about that book, and it's just like wow, just this idea that you're a man of color, you can't go here, you can't go there,
Yeah.
Because they would go traveling. He goes, "We can't go there, son, because of the we're not welcome there."
Yeah.
I just think about that, but it's a shame that the Catholic community, they don't want to clean. Look at the Boy Scouts; they've had two different times.
Yeah, that was bad.
There was a place in upstate New York that was a Boy Scout area, really, and the guy goes, "I'd love to buy the property. It was gorgeous, but he goes, who knows what kind of crimes went on here? Who knows how many kids were molested on this? He goes, you're like buying a crime scene, like the Corollis. They're
look at the the Nickelodeon.
Yes, exactly.
Come on,
Yeah, well, anytime. And unfortunately, if you don't have someone watching to help make sure there's a person there to watch, make sure no problem going on. But because I saw some research, but were they hurting the children in the Nickelodeon?
Yeah, I'm gonna get going.
What?
I've got to get going.
All right, I'll talk.
That's somebody. Okay, bye.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. There she goes. I figured that was going to happen, but anyways, yeah, it's a problem out there in the community out there, and it is what it is. Anyways, we've been on for a while. If I go for 1:45, we'll go another. Go to 1:45, but yep, douche. Right back at it with the stalker. right back with the stalker. It's what he's doing. It's his butt buddy. Talked about before. Yeah, Nick. I think I've read about the Nickelodeon, that behavior going on. I'm not surprised, Nickelodeon, at all. That behavior that goes on anytime, unfortunately, we have work with children. Like I said, I had a great time at Oak Ridge Country Club, and I had a great time coaching hockey, reffing hockey. It's a great time to be a role model. I've done many, many times. It's a shame that all of a sudden, people take advantage of that behavior. That's what they do. Hopefully they can get that thing open and get the ships in and out of Baltimore and find closure with the bodies and get that ship out of there. Jeff Dubay can find some kind of behavior. But douche will never change. He loves the stalker and the stalker loves him. Right back. When nature calls. I had to go pee. Anyways, hope you enjoyed a long show. They're fun to do. Yes, they are. But remember, our military men of the armed forces that are serving us well in the outskirts. Do appreciate you guys out there. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant National Guard, Coast Guard, the in on uniform. We thank you so, so much for your lovely service to this lovely country. All you guys do out there. Balls the size of basketballs and ovaries the size of oak trees. Without you, we don't have much. No, we do not. Not at all. Don't like a cop, simply call a crackhead. That's all there is to it. They'll come and get you. Oh, yes, they will. They'll come and get you. Thank you for all your support out there. Men, women, the armed forces, and the men, women, blue. And God bless working class. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? I'm not showering in the shower at Penn State. Hell no. May the working class in Baltimore find a way to get through this. Back to work. Support people on this video platform, like the stalker and douche. The fiancés are back together forever. Make good choices in your life. Are your choices Dave's choice to hang out with the stalker? Now they're butt buddies again. Don't drink and drive. Please call someone murders to be convicted felon in Canada. All right? Plain and simple. Safe sex. Thrill pill. Trent cherry patch. Put a condom. We don't want... Stupid people should not breed. Don't breed. You breed, you can have children, and the child is long gone. If you simply would... protect the ovaries, and if you get AIDS or herpes, I guess that's your problem. Children become my problem and the government's problem, whatever. Many, many children, many, many men, and then whatever else. Or you fathering children left and right, like as many seashells on the floor. All of a sudden, guess what happens? Taking money out of your bank account because you're fathering too many children. This was a presentation of fear-mongering radio. We hope all is well out there on Good Friday. behave yourselves out there. Have fun chowing. April 1st comes around, and before you know it, we'll be Foreman State Fair, 6 months away for the begging season, close at hand. And you can start begging for money here on this video platform. Begging season, 6 months away. You can asking for November 1st, be around the corner. So I feel sorry for the do-gooders out there. Amberly Ambrosia. Amberly. But anyways, you guys, need water. See you all later, man.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Hey, man. See you guys all later, man. Ciao.